Well, hello there. Welcome back to Wetlines. You join me, Ian Baker, down on the bank for another 60-ish hour session. We're back down at Cottington Fisheries. I am on Christine Lake. It's currently Saturday morning. I did technically get down here last night, but last night there was a bit of a, what we like to call a bit of a storm, bit of a breeze, a bit Storm Amy.
This is Amy, fairly deep, and it was born out of ex-hurricanes that came across the Atlantic. We're going to feel the brunt of it as we get through to Friday and Saturday.
So not much really happened last night. It took me way too long to get my rods and everything sorted. By the time I got there, mate, it was dark, and I just thought we'll just commit to getting situated and get ready for business. So by the time I was putting my rods out there, it was pitch black. I don't know what I was doing. So we've started afresh today. I am in swim 3, if you fished here before. Didn't come down here with the preconceived idea of fishing here. Wasn't really sure where I was going. Obviously you go based on the fish. But there's only 2 other people, well, 2 other swims of people in. You've got swim 2. That's got James in, aka Carp fishing. And then we've got no one until you get around to 5, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 have got 2 people in. So I thought, alright, I'll go around here, because then we've kind of got someone fishing in every part, every kind of side and corner of the lake, keep moving, see if that idea pays off. But James has already had 2 last night, which is a pretty decent start, so fish are on the munch. Just got my 2 rods out there. Got the Supreme Cream on one, on an IQB rig, and we got my Create My Own Tootie Nut on another one, which is a wafter as well, but I put that on a Ronnie rig, just to try a bit, something different now. That's the swim. My first rod, far margin, in that sun little trap there, we've got one over there. And then just to the right hand side where these 2 big trees are, the one that's touching the water on the right there, I want to say that one. So I've not gone in too heavy with the bait so far. It's just literally my hook bait and a small handful of broken up and whole boilies. We'll see how we produce anything to start with. We're here now, 60-ish hour. Fingers crossed we get ourselves some carp. If you are new to the channel, welcome, and please hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the video or want to see more from me and Tony on Wetlines. And if you're an existing subscriber and viewer, thank you very much for staying around. Hopefully we get ourselves a fish or 2 on this session. Would be nice. We'll stay tuned in a bit. Fish number 1. Feel too bad? I would feel too bad too. Fish number 1, and it looks like a nice common, maybe even a ghosty common. Very strange take though. Literally 1 or 2 beeps, nothing. Looked at it, nothing. Then it dropped back once, and I thought, we'll have a little dabble. We've got ourselves a carp. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, people, we've got fish number 1. Come on the Tootie Nut wafter, Create My Own from Eclipse Baits. Funny story here, this fish I'm pretty sure is £23 because James, aka Carp fishing over in swim 2, had this fish last night, so I don't know what this fish is up to, and I know it's the same fish for a reason I'll show you in a minute. Oh, cool looking fish though. There we go. Lovely ghosty common vibe going on there. And yeah, they come off the far margin spot on the Tootie Nut and Eclipse baits. Happy days. Always good to get fish number 1 on the go. We'll spin it around, show you why I know it's the same fish. a bit of a scale action missing going on. But lovely jubbly. So we'll give it a quick wave. We'll just double check. But yeah, happy days. Yep, £23 exactly. Just put it back, happy days. Well, there we go, people. That's a tremendous start. Rough day one, probably had that rod in there, hour, maximum 2 hours maybe. And we're at the fish number one. And as I mentioned before, funny enough, James, aka Carp Fishing, who's over there in swim 2, caught that fish last night at 2 AM. And here I am this morning at 9:30, 10 AM, catching it again. So that fish has clearly lost the plot, or he is double hungry. So, hey, you never know, we might catch it again. Caught that on technically on a Ronnie rig, but with a wafter, with these bad boys on. My Eclipse baits, create your own one. That's my tooty nut one. There you get a good sniff of that, does you in. So that's all that's on there, as a wafter style, with literally just a very small handful of the matching tooty nut freebies out there, some crushed up, some whole. And we had that bad boy, where am I? Just on this margin up right about there. Not super close, but pretty close to the bank. And I think technically when he caught it, if I'm not mistaken, he probably caught it about 4 rod lengths to the left of where I've got it. So it's not moved far, but it's been caught twice. So he's had a shocking day, that fish. Absolute shocker. But as you can tell probably from the audio, it is still double windy. It was old Storm Amy last night, up to 50, 60, 70 mile an hour winds, whatever they quote it as. It was double windy. So I'm glad I caught that fish then, because he caught it at 2 AM last night, and that was probably not a good time to be out catching a fish. But anyway, I'm gonna crack on with that. You crack on and watch this video, and I'll see you in a second, in a bit. Rightio people, so it is now Sunday morning, nothing really else to report, nothing else has happened. So we're going to try some different spots, we're going to try some different baits, we're going to try change it up a bit. So on rod number one, we're switching it up, we're going to go down a different route, we're going to get some meaty vibes on there, we're going to get on there the Virus from Eclipse Baits, which is a very red, fish milly, strong smelling, meaty bait. See if the fish are more in that kind of vibe right now, because there's not a lot of action going on in the lake, not a lot of fish are coming out. It's looking a bit dead. So maybe they're not in the mood for a fruity or nutty bait. So that's what we're doing there. A nice little red topper on there, little white OMC toppers. I like them little chaps. And I'm going to test it out in a minute, but I've tried to put it quite tight, so that it's got a little less movement when it's down there, so that's a little bit more less flappy around, so hopefully it will blend in a bit more, but you know, it's still got movement. We'll see what we do with that. So that's going to go on rod number one. I'm not 100% what we're going to do with that yet, but I think we're going to go over to the left hand side on this, near this, so I think with this one we're going to try and get it somewhere around this island here. I'm not sure whether to put it too close or not yet. We'll have a little look on the boat on the old sonar, see how deep it is and what vibes that's giving me. I'm already delighted to just had one, but a second would top it off lovely. So we'll see what happens. Today seems like a nicer day. We've lost the obscene winds, but I still think overall the conditions are pretty good. And yeah. So I'm gonna get these rods out there and hopefully report back to you soon with a nice camp in a bit. Well, awkward moment, people. We're into fish number 2. Just while I've got my boat out there doing a little bit of research. Hopefully that doesn't get in the way. goodness. You couldn't? Couldn't tell you, yeah. It's a fish. Upper teen, 20 maybe. Oh, happy days. Tell you what, that took far too much effort to get that fish. I've been trying so many different... I'm going to get my bait mode back in. Bear with me. Well, it's very hard to try and get me that fish. Tried every single bait you can think of that I've got. All kinds of positions, all kinds of strategies. Delightful, let's have a look. Righty ho, Pete. Finally got fish number 2 of the session. Cracking looking common. I'm not even sure what this common anymore. What was this on? I think this was on Supreme Cream. I ended up moving it to the far margin back where I caught the first one. We'll have a quick look and then we'll give it away. Easy now. There we go. Lovely little common. Maybe 17, 18 pound. We'll have a little look in a minute. I've been well off with all my guesses on this session so far, so there you go. Just delighted to get into fish number 2. Give it away. We'll crack on. Easy. £18 British. That's 1/8. Rightio people, so we've had fish number 2. Crack a little £18 common there, so I'm probably happier to get that fish than the first one. Something about a lot of my sessions I tend to just get one fish, so to actually get a second one, and I've been working darn hard for that one, trying all manner of different things, and the thing that ended up catching me was putting the rod back where I caught the other one, so there you go. But vis-a-vis what was on there, because I don't actually think I spoke about it, it was on a Supreme Cream was the actual hook bait, Exhibit A. Nice little, cheeky little wafter. Smells so darn good. And that was actually on, so they're wafters, but I actually put it on a pop-up rig. And a pop-up rig that I actually manufactured in a bit of a rogue way. So it's actually normal lead clip system, normal rig, but I've actually changed the hook out and put on a lock hook, a size 4 lock hook from OMC. So you got that kind of, hang on a minute, where are we there? That bad boy right there, with just a little, what do you call it, swivel thing you put, just drill the bait on, whatever that's called, my mind's gone blank. So that's all that's done the job for me right there. And that's what's caught me both the fish actually, I'm pretty sure. Although I'm not actually that sure, I don't remember. But that's what's got me the second one. Pretty simple rig really. But I've started using these lock hooks from OMC because I am partial to them. I like the vibe, I like the style and the shape to them. So that's that. That's what did the job. So we're going to put one of these lovely little wafflers back on that and pop it back out. As I said, that was on the far margin. The only difference this time was I got some of the Virus freebie hook baits because they're very soft, malleable, lovely boilies that you can break them down so easy, and they're quite a meaty fish milly bait. So I thought the aroma of that's going to draw them in. The soft, easy eatability of them If they get a chow down on one of them, they're going to love it. And then boom, they'll find this little peachy bad boy sitting right there, and it's worked. So I am over the moon. 2 fish. That's the most I've actually ever caught on this lake. Not that I've fished it that many times. I've only fished it one other time, I think, and only caught 1. And that might have been about this time last year. But there we go. So we're going to get that back out there. Happy days. Let's see if we can't get a 3rd one in a bit. Rightio, people. Pretty exciting developments. Been sitting there trying to work out how to use my new bait boat. My Sony A7C series, Exhibit A. And I finally think I've managed to work. Not that it's difficult, I just haven't been able to use it much. Worked out how to use the sonar and the GPS and all that perfectly. And I've just been out there and found an absolute big hole. A big hole in the middle of this big old area here. So in the world of trying to find a feature, I found a feature. So now what we're going to do is see if this, without me messing it up, takes me straight to it. So I've set it as number 19. And now, push this button here. I know a lot of you have used boats with sonar and GPS. I've just never actually managed to successfully find an absolute feature. Now I could have told this to dispense the load itself, but I haven't done that. It's foolish. But hopefully any second now, big hole's going to appear. Hold on now, I think we're having an awkward fish on during. This is awkward. Compose yourself. We'll bring the boat back. I've either got a fish on the other one, or I'm stuck on some weeds or something. Got a bream. No one likes to see that. Join the bream club! Yay. No! Right, that all turned into a bit of a messy shambles. I don't know what I videoed and what I didn't. But basically I was trying to tell you that I put the rod in a new spot. Trying to get used to using my new Sony A7C series boat. We'll do a video on that. Got to just make sure I know how to use it properly. And I was scudding about out there with the old sonar on, trying to fine tune that. And I found a random hole in the middle of like what's in front of swim wherever I am. 3. One lovely hole. Beautiful. I'll drive forward a bit more. There we go. Beautiful. Quite a way out, halfway out, bit of a hole. So I thought, well, there's not many features in this lake that I've found, besides trees and reeds and sides like that. So I've plopped my rig in the hole, and using the old sonar and GPS, sent the boat out there. As soon as it was on the hole, bang, released the goods. So that's pretty exciting. So that's the same rig, same everything, just a different location. Give that the evening. And then rod 2, what I had that bream on, that one's just gone back over to the island to my left, but not close. It was kind of up close, it was too shallow and a lot of detritus. So I come away until I found a clear spot, boom. And we've put quite a healthy cake of the virus wafters on that. I've not really baited up an area lots on this session. And I wouldn't even say it was enough to fill the bottom, didn't even fill the layer of the hopper. So it's not that much, but it's more than I've been putting out. So that's the plan for the evening. Don't know what time it is. I'd imagine gone 4:30, because it's the 4:30 kickoff of football. I've just seen the score, I'm thinking about it. So I'd imagine it's between 4:30 and 5. And it's the last evening, obviously I'm on here till 12 PM tomorrow, which is Monday. We've had 2 fish. I'm very happy. If I can get a 3rd or 4th. Oof. Am I being greedy? I'm still got to try and find that 40. I've got plenty of time to find it still in this session. Maybe that big hole is where it lives. Maybe that's the hole that it wiggles itself inside of. Easy. So yeah, that's the lie of the land. That's the plan for the evening. This is the settings. It's a little less aggressive today on the old ziffer and the old wind. Looking like a pretty nice evening. Let's see if we can top it off with a nice fish in a bit. Rightio people. It's about 11 AM now, so I'm gonna have to start packing up. So it's gonna be about pretty much the end of the session, unless I get a fish while I leave my rods out. But otherwise, it's pretty much the end of the session. So overall, pretty happy with the session. I'm always happy to get even just 1 fish. Obviously 2, pretty delighted with that. In hindsight, did I choose the right swim? The evidence would say no. When I was here initially, the guy in swim 1 was packing up. Could have gone over there, could have moved to swim 2. That seems to be the area of the lake that's had the most action, because obviously James had 4. The lads that have moved into 1 and 2 have probably had at least 4 between them since yesterday afternoon, so. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. I'm happy to have got 2. I've had to work very hard for these 2. I had to try all manner of different rigs, positions, baits, you name it. Been out there, trying my hardest, and been rewarded with 2 fish, so I'm pretty happy. Only my 2nd session here on Christine. Obviously the first one I had last year, that was in swim 6, and I had 1 fish then. There we go. Easy. So yeah, I'm pretty happy overall, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're on Android, because I don't know how it works, as I said, on iPhone or PC, I'm sure it's doable, but when you like the video, it'll come up with an option saying hype. If you push the hype button for me, you can push that 3 times on the same video within 1 week. It's your way of basically giving the video a little extra oomph. It goes, you know, every time you hype it, it adds a score to the video. The video goes on a leaderboard. And obviously the higher you are on the leaderboard, the more the video gets pushed out to other people. It's a new thing they're trying. So if you could all give the video a like and a hype, I'd very much appreciate that. And hey, if you fancy it, subscribe to the channel and see what else we've got coming up this year. I know I've still got 1 more session currently booked for this year, which is on Elphick, and that's actually going to be on North Lake. Never fished on North Lake, never been able to get booked on North Lake. But we've got a North Lake session coming. Still a while off yet, but I'm very excited about that. And that'll actually be with the guy that I fished with back in March on West End, so that'll be cool. Hopefully we get another big fish like we did then, but I'm sure we'll squeeze in a few more sessions between now and then. So yeah, if you want to see some more of that, hit the subscribe button. And for now, from me, Ian Baker, unless there's a fish on this rod in the next hour, this will be the end of the session. So keep those lines wet, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra.